The Idaho murders case. We're getting our very first look. This is Bryan Kohberger, the accused killer of 4 college students, as he made his way into a Pennsylvania courtroom. He waived his extradition hearing. He will be on his way back to Idaho sometime over the course of the next several days, but it could be as soon as tonight. And we could learn even more about what happened inside that house in Moscow. Kohberger was, of course, arrested on Friday. NewsNation has learned he was a PhD student at a nearby university studying criminology. Let's bring in now senior national correspondent Brian Entin. Brian, you are there in Pennsylvania with some brand new video.
Yeah, we are, Nichole. We're going to talk about the extradition that's about to happen with Bryan Kohberger in a second. But first, we want to get to some video that NewsNation has just obtained within the last 5 minutes or so. If you've been following the story, you know we got information that Kohberger, when he was driving to Pennsylvania here from Washington State, that he drove through Indiana with his dad and that he was pulled over by the police. Well, take a look at this. We just got this body camera video into NewsNation of that traffic stop. You can see Bryan Kohberger's dad right there in the passenger seat, and that is Bryan Kohberger driving the white Hyundai Elantra through Indiana on his way back here to Pennsylvania. It's interesting. We slowed down the video. It's hard to hear what's being said because it's so loud with those cars going by in the background. But we know that he was pulled over for speeding. The cop at one point sort of made a joke saying, "Gosh, you don't fly? I mean, this is such a long drive from Idaho, from Washington State to Pennsylvania." And then something else interesting, Nichole. Bryan Kohberger spoke about being stopped again in Indiana by an SUV, and the police officer sort of makes reference, "Oh, we don't have SUVs." This could all become very, very important if we find out that Kohberger was actually being tracked during this drive from Washington State back here to Pennsylvania. We're going to be looking into this video very, very closely. Again, we just got it. Okay, let's move on to what happened in court within the last couple of hours here in Pennsylvania. Kohberger in court for the first time here. He officially waived his extradition hearing. We saw him go into the courthouse. It was our first time seeing him. It was a somewhat routine hearing inside. The judge read him his rights, made sure that this is really what he wanted to do, that he wanted to waive his extradition hearing and get right back to Idaho. And he said yes. He was pretty much stone cold throughout the hearing. When he walked into the courtroom, he glanced over at his family. His parents were there along with his 2 sisters, sitting right in the front row, right in front of us where we were sitting, the media. He looked at his parents, and his mom started crying. His sister started crying. It was a very emotional moment for the family, and a deputy actually brought them tissues. When will the extradition happen? That is the big question. We thought perhaps he would go right to Idaho from the courthouse. That didn't happen. He was taken back to the jail here in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, where he is right now. But we're told the extradition will be happening soon, likely within the next couple of days. Listen to what the district attorney just said here in Pennsylvania.
Idaho does not release their probable cause affidavit in support of their arrest warrant until after their defendant is returned to that state. But having read those documents and the sealed affidavits of probable cause, I definitely believe that one of the main reasons the defendant chose to waive extradition and hurry his return back to Idaho was to need to know what was in those documents. So that's a significant development.
Very interesting what the DEA said there. Let me explain it to you, Nichole. Basically, the probable cause affidavit that has all of the information about why Kohberger was arrested, all the evidence that police have, that cannot be released until he is back on the ground in Idaho. Even Kohberger and his attorneys cannot see that document. So they don't even know right now the basic evidence that law enforcement has against Kohberger. So what the DA was saying is essentially he thinks Kohberger wants to get back to Idaho as soon as possible, so his legal team has access to those documents. Nichole?
All right, wow, Brian Entin with so much new information this afternoon. Thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.